Bless you, brothers and sisters. We're the brothers from Gathering of Christ Church, and we're going to bring out some key information on a religion that have really taken our people. We're going to do a teaching on Islam. Okay, and this teaching will give you a true origin and give you the history of Islam. Okay, and then after you know the true origin and history, you can decide for yourself if this is something that you would like to follow. Some of our people here in America follow Islam without understanding its origin. So we thought that we would use these books and some information and some biblical proof so that you'll know the origin yourself, so you can go into the history, go into the understanding to know exactly what you're following. Usually when someone introduces something to you, you only get the highlights. You get the good things about it and what it does for a person and all those things, but you don't know what spirit is behind that particular religion. So what we're going to do today is give you the history of it so you can understand it, where it's from, what they worship, who they worship. Where do the name Allah really come from, and who is Allah? You're going to find out this evening. Okay? Now, the first book I want to show you all is a Time Life booklet. Okay? Time Life booklet. The World's Great Religions. All right. And I'm going here, and I went through the book last night, and it piqued my interest because I noticed that the Gentiles, which are non-Israelites, are the people primarily over all religion. And it made me question, and maybe you would ask yourself this question: why is it that all the religions of the earth that we as a people, especially the poor people, we look up to these religions and respect them, but yet we don't have an origin or a relative related to any of them? When I look at the Catholicism, I can see the Europeans are behind Catholicism. When I see Islam, when I see Islam, I notice that there's Arabs behind Islam, and they're the forerunners of Islam. Even when you see Judaism, which I know Judaism have nothing to do with the Bible, but Judaism, the forerunners of what you call Judaism today, is Caucasian Europeans. Buddhism, they're Asians. So what is the origin of the blacks and Hispanics religion? What did they start? Were they following anything? Because usually the people without an identity I've just mentioned follow one of these religions that have been promoted by Gentile governments and powers. Why? We'll show you that too. I'm looking through this book and I'm like, okay, I see the East Indians got their thing. The Persians have their thing. The Catholics have their thing. And everyone have their thing. But let's get back to the topic, Islam. Islam was introduced really to the Americas, to the black people in America. It became real big during the civil rights struggle, 50s and 60s, when Elijah Muhammad really introduced it as a black man's religion. And some people don't know that Elijah Muhammad himself learned from a Caucasian named Fard Muhammad, who studied Islam. He was a Caucasian. Now, you cannot say that we cannot pinpoint race in religion when all the races have started a religion and have our people following it. We have to identify that. Because that's part of us being the lost sheep. We don't understand our origin. And we're scattered in all these Gentile religions. So let me get right to it. Give you the understanding. I'm just showing this because I'm running through some of these pages. And it's really it's getting me a little perplexed, because I'm looking at all these religions and I'm like, where are we? Who are we? Where do we belong? I'm seeing all these other nations with the spiritual origin. Who are we? Why we cannot find any spiritual significance within ourselves? We have to go to an Asian to find spirituality, or a European religion to find spirituality, or an Arab religion to find spirituality. And no one asks why. You mean to tell me there was no spiritual people amongst us? Amongst our people? We didn't have an origin? That's what they're telling us. That's what they're telling us. Okay? History tells us that we don't belong. We have nothing. We have no heritage. Could it be that we are the lost sheep? We'll show that too for those that haven't followed us in the past.